All right. So Matthew 23. Let's get right into it. So this chapter literally is called Woe to the Scribes and Pharisees. So it's about to be a chapter literally him woeing. And what do we say woe mean? It's like danger, like warning, like God's judgment is upon whatever else follows that woe. Woe to so and so, and then it's like danger or judgment upon so and so. So that's what this chapter is going to be about. That's why I said brace yourself. We're going to hear what Jesus was telling them. So Jesus spoke to the crowd. There's a bunch of people around and to his disciples, and he was telling them that the scribes and Pharisees, they sit in Moses' seat, right? Then that just means like, not literally Moses' seat, but they sit in like as teachers of the Mosaic law that teach the the law. They sit in they reverence Moses. He was like the high priest, the prophet, the oracle for the kingdom of heaven. He interceded on the people's behalf. God used him to do many miracles. So they like to sit in these high seats as teachers of the Mosaic law. And he's saying, do what they tell you to do. Like he's telling the disciples and the crowd around him, do what they tell you to do, right? The things that he's telling you to do, the things that he was telling them to do is the teachings that the scribes and Pharisees, the religious leaders, were teaching consistently. The law of the prophets. And so he's saying, do them. But do not do what they actually do. Like their actions do not follow that. Because they talk a big talk, but they do not walk the walk. So he says, Jesus was not encouraging them to follow false teaching, but rather do what they were doing. Do what they were saying. When they were teaching about the law and the prophets and stuff like that, do that. Follow that. Because they preaching that consistently, they teaching that consistently, follow that, but do not follow what they do. Because their walk and their talk do not match. So that's what he said. The saying, do what I say, not what I do. That's what Jesus was telling them. Do what they say, but do not do what they do. And don't follow their false teaching. So he was not encouraging false teaching. Okay. Because they were putting on heavy burdens on the people to bear, but they didn't do it themselves. They were doing things to be seen by people. They dress with big dresses or like big clothes, garments to look important. And they love to sit in high places, to sit at the feast, the best places in the synagogue, in the temple, They like to be called rabbi, which just means teacher. They demanded honor, right? They would literally have like leather small boxes that had scripture verses written on them, and they would strap them to the forehead and the left arm